Not the best conditions today. Anyway, gotta be in town, so nothing better than to spend a bit of time fishing. Tide is low. I brought some bait today to try my new precision rod out, and I put some bait out just now. I'm gonna have a couple of casts with the spinning outfit, and then put a bait out. Unusual carrying all this stuff. Normally I got just one little bag. I didn't bring much. I got 2 sinkers, 3 pieces of sardine, and that's my whole outfit. This morning I just want to try. I got a slightly bigger lure. So let's have a couple of casts at this first. Let's see. Not ideal when it's low like this, because yeah. Let's see if there's not a kingy around. Now the problem when it's low is that you're standing on these wet rocks and they are slippery. So, goldfish first up, 1/4 ounce jiggered, and we're almost on the bottom there. The wind is supposed to blow like crazy. We were planning to go offshore, but changed our minds because this whole week this wind is terrible. And now here comes a nice big wave. I got hit right here. First cast. There's been some big shad around lately. So, out there, RTX 4000, high speed, 15-pound braid. And I got a 20-pound leader, so I got quite heavy stuff now. I know in this place you want to go as light as possible. The lighter you go, the better the hits are. And unfortunately, it's not always easy to land big fish with light gear, so it's the next step up is 15-pound as opposed to my normal 10-pound. Jigs. I have one more cast and I'll put some bait on. So what I've got here is a precision rod. This is the 14.6 3 to 5 ounce. It's a light rod. I've got a 4-ounce sinker on there and a sardine head on a running trace. Yeah, nothing fancy. 40-pound line, which I need to change down to 30-pound. So that's a 40-pound boss braid on here onto my, this over here is a tomcat reel, and I just want to get this just past where these rocks are, and then see if I can't pick up like something like a rock hard or something like that. So let's just put it out there. This thing shows like it. I mean, there's no effort in that whatsoever. It's quite a soft blank. The only thing I don't like about fishing here is the boats that come over here. Right, so on the bottom there. So I haven't put it right out in the middle or anything because I am afraid of the boats that come past here. Now the issue is and that's where guys break rods. They put it, I'm going to bring it down to keep it out of the wind, and I'm going to place it here in the rocks there. Now this thing has got a bit of protection on it, but still it's not the right thing to do is put your rods down on rocks. So Wrong way. Everything's going wrong. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my towel down. I'm going to make this quite tight, loosen the thing but not too loose, and I'm going to make sure that I put this thing down gently. Taking the slack a bit, and that's it. That is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to see what happens here. I'm too happy about that guard being there, so I'm going to turn this around. That's very secure now. That's it. So the guard's not touching the rocks, the blanker's not touching the rocks. You'll have a look there. Just a blank lying up against the rocks like that will chip away, and you'll end up with a broken rod very quickly, and then you'll say, I broke it on the first cast. But look after the rods. If you put it down somewhere like this, better to have it in a holder. I didn't bring a holder with me today, so I'm just putting it down as secure as I can for the moment. That's it, and we just wait and see. Maybe we'll get a big stumpy or something like that. Maybe we'll just catch a rock. We'll see. So while that is out there, hoping to get some bites, I am going to throw a glow paddle tail. This is a 4-inch glow paddle tail. See if I can't get a bigger kingy. Tide is starting to come in, I think now. Looks like we're on the change. Maybe it'll bring some fish in with it. Oh, there's quite a few crude pickups now on the Precision. And then get this other lure in and get it around there. Come on. Some very good hits on that Precision rod now. Solid hit. And of course, I've got the camera on it now, and nothing's gonna happen. So I've just reeled it in. I've just been annihilated by peckers, so there's nothing much there. Another thing to look out for when you're fishing high margins, graphite and things like that, you never put your rod flat on the, I'd say, always find somewhere to put the rod. So I just rest it on my bag, as you can see there. Don't put it down on the ground, and yeah, you'll be okay. If you put it on the ground, be very gentle. Don't let it blow in the wind or anything, because you will break the rods. Not to say that these rods are weak or anything, it's just that you need to look after them. You'll get a better life out of them if you really take care of your rods. Anyway, let me change your baits and put another one out. Alright, there we go, my doctored river prawn, with a red head on it. Also gone down in size of the jig head, so I'm not getting very far. Let's see. Very light to get on here. The river prawn always seems to produce fish here. And I don't know, there's a whole lot of bait fish here on the surface. I did redo that bait. Well, I didn't have to redo the bait, it wasn't touched. Had it out for about 15 minutes, not a touch. Now let's see, all my other fish came on this thing when I was here last time, a couple of weeks back. Oh, there we go, there we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. What have we got on here? That's a good fish. I hope I got my line out there. What have we got on here? Good fish on the Precision rod, and of course I'm by myself here, so landing it is going to be a mission. And so if the sinker doesn't get stuck, I'm fishing very light line, 30 pound. My first time fishing bait in a long time. It doesn't feel like a skate, it feels more like a fish. Maybe a big grunter or something. Good fish this. Right now. I don't like these grapnel sinkers. Oh my word, I think it is a skate. It is a skate. Ah! Where's Veer now? That's not good. How am I going to get this thing up here? There's thousands of these things in the bay. I'm going to tie her out a bit. It's just a small baby little skate. Can I bring you up, dude? It's him there. And I gotta get my tools. Guy's flicking his tail backwards and forward. Hey, I wish I had somebody here to help me. Him over there. Balancing. Flick him over. And there he goes. That was my first outing with the Precision rod. I don't like catching flatfish here and it's difficult to work with them when you're by yourself. Try not to catch flatfish. I've got little 1/0 hooks on here, 1/0 Kendall rounds. I think the previous one might have been a 2/0. Now I'm down to 1/0 with a little red eye head. The last time was a red eye belly. So not big baits at all. So I'm trying to get like a stumpy or a rock hard or something like that. Definitely not aiming for those things, but unfortunately, there is a lot. Even in the bay, there are plenty of them at the moment. Anyway, I'm chuffed. This rod is like a dream. The Tomcat 14,000 is perfect. It's just so smooth. That run was beautiful. Yeah, I'm chuffed. First fish, first time using the 14.6 Precision. I have fished with the 13 before, but I swapped that for the 14.6. The new one that came out. A little bit of a further distance cast, but what I like about it is it's got a light tip. I just need to change braid now and go down to 30 pound. I think I'll get much better casts on it. And also, yeah, I think it'll be better sort of in the current and things like that as well. And I'm not aiming for big fish. 30 pound is plenty. In the old days, that's all we used to fish with. 30 pound nylon, and we used to lead everything in that. So can't see why 30 pound braid won't land the good stuff. So that's it for me on the Precision rod. Awesome rod. Guys, these are world-class rods, these Precision rods. They're top of the range. There's not much better than this in South Africa. I don't think there's anything that can touch it for the price. Please have a look at them. Brilliant rods. I hope you can hear me. This wind is really blowing now. If I throw the bait here, you watch it, you see how that line loops like that, and the wind blows it and it's going to get jagged with the wind. So just a tip in sort of windy conditions, what you want to do is throw upwind. That way, well, by the time you count down, it's managed to sink and it's sort of level with you. So if you're throwing downwind, the wind is going to pick up the braid and it's going to end up on the surface. You're not going to get down to where you need to be. The trick is also just to, with the wind blowing like this, it's dragging that lure quite quickly, and if you're going to let it go down too far, it's going to drag into the rocks. So a lot of things to consider when fishing, especially in the wind. That's just another tip for you guys. In the wind conditions like these, you want to throw up into the wind and then bring it back down towards you, and you'll have a better success rate, better chance of getting that bait down into the zone where the fish are. But as far as spinning is going today, it's very quiet. I haven't been here that very long. I've had 2 baits out on the big rod. The first one got eaten off very quickly. Second one I put out for about 5 minutes, and then I brought it back in just to test it, just to check it, and it hadn't been touched. So I threw it out again, and within a few seconds it was on. So, well, a few minutes, I just came down to cast again and it was on. So I got a second head out there now, and let's see what happens. A third head out there now. Right, if all else fails, 3-inch river prawn. Not ideal with this. The braid is very important when fishing, when drop shot fishing. The lighter you can go, the better. The more natural that bait acts, the more natural that thing. So 15 pound is a bit heavy, and especially in the wind it's going to get jagged quite a bit. But that's all I brought with today. So I'm going to try it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Ah, it came off. Oh no, it came in. Ah, this is a big fish. It's gone into the thing. You can feel him in the rocks here. Ah, it cut me off in the rocks. That was a big fish, and it took off at a speed, so cut me off in the rocks. I need to get heavier stuff here. Cut the braid off. Man, it's the only problem fishing in the spot here. That was a good fish, and straight for the rocks, that thing. That definitely was not a skate. Oh well, retire. I didn't bring any heavy stuff. Oh, I might have some heavy stuff. I think I've got 50 pound here. Let me try that. Very unfortunate that. It felt like a very good fish. It was fast. It wasn't a slow fish like a skate. It was very fast. So I think there's something decent. Unfortunately, what happens is there's quite a big drop off here, and there's a lot of rocks on top of this drop off. So those things go head straight for those rocks, and braid gets cut off quite easily. I'll put together another rod with line on when I come here. Only difference is braid, you can see the bites easier. Anyway, I'll give it another, what's the time now, 7 o'clock. I'll give it another hour and then I must go. I've only got one sardine left anyway, so let's see how it goes. Nothing on the drop shot, nothing at all on the river prawn today.